The Beijing Olympics, Voting in Texas, and Dictionary.com. The US is giving Beijing the cold shoulder. What's this about? Mortal rights abuses against the Uyghur population, a nonage Muslim group there. Since 2017, the Chinese government has cracked down on Uyghurs and other ethnical nonages, detaining further than 1 million in its northwest Xinjiang region. There have been reports that Uyghurs have been kept in forced labor camps, and that women have been castrated. China has denied the allegations, calling them re-education camps. Still, before this time the US came the first country to call China's treatment of Uyghurs genocide, and has sanctioned Chinese officers. Now, the Biden admin says it's pushing against China formally again. History: the admin blazoned a politic boycott of coming time's Winter Olympics in Beijing. U.S. athletes will still be suitable to contend. But the White House said it's not transferring politic or sanctioned reps to the Beijing Olympics and Paralympic Games in February and March, citing ongoing genocide and crimes against humanity in the country's Xinjiang region. Traditionally, the U.S. sends delegations, like the VP or First Lady, to Olympic events in host countries. First Lady Jill Biden led the U.S. delegation at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. This time, American officers will be cheering their athletes from hence. It's the first U.S. boycott of the Games since 1980, when the U.S. kept all of its athletes out of the Moscow Olympics after the Soviet Union raided Afghanistan. What are people saying? Numerous supported the move. Lawgivers from across the aisle had dragooned the Biden admin against attending the Olympics. And mortal rights orgs hoped the admin wouldn't turn a eyeless eye. But some said the move falls short of what is demanded. Meanwhile, other countries, like Australia, Canada, and the UK are considering their own boycott. But Beijing said no bone would watch if the US did not come. Ouch! And that an implicit boycott amounted to grandstanding. China has long seen the Olympics as an occasion to throw around its weight on the global stage, see its 2008 opening form. But the problem with a big stage is that when the personality seats are empty, people notice. And also this. Who is stepping in? The Justice stepped. History: it filed action against Texas professing over its new chart. In October, the TX Republican-controlled council approved new congressional sections following the 2020 TAIL results. The TAIL reflects the population's changes over the last 10 times. And gives states the occasion to redraw their electoral charts grounded on it, aka redistricting. And in some cases, lawgivers can redraw charts to profit a specific party or group, aka prejudiced gerrymandering. In Texas's case, nonage choosers made up about 95 of the state's 4 million new Texans. So the Lone Star State gets 2 new House seats. But after a review, the DOJ said hold on a nanosecond, professing the state discerned against Black and Latino choosers by denying them equal occasion to handpick representatives. Which violates the Voting Rights Act. Texas AG Ken Paxton, R. called the action absurd and said the changes will be equal occasion to handpick representatives. What's changing up its defense strategy? NYC. History: Mayor Bill de Blasio, D., blazoned a COVID-19 vax accreditation for all NYC private sector workers, calling the demand the first in the nation. About 90 of NYC's pool is vaccinated. City workers and people at inner cafes, theaters, and gymnasiums are formally under vax authorizations. But de Blasio's saying further has to be done. Especially amid warnings of a downtime swell and the worrisome Omicron variant. Now, workers at roughly businesses will have to have at least one cure by December 27. Remote workers and those with religious or medical reasons can be exempted. The penalty for not complying is unclear. Who people are talking about? Medina Spirit. History: the steed that won this time's Kentucky Derby failed of an apparent heart attack. It happened after a drill at California's Santa Anita racetrack, and months after the steed tested positive for steroids in a post-race medicine test. The death follows a 2019 disquisition into Santa Anita, where dozens of nags failed during the racing season. And comes amid times of pressure on the sport from beast wheel activists.